fuel time, y'all see as you guys see the body of your well-beloved Ostinato have a giant
like,
orange crystal just stabbed through his head.
Okay, at the sight of that, Chef's gonna like slump onto the ground.
Did I project that? Do I have like hologram capabilities?
No, it's just on your screen. Sorry.
Clench his mitts and just go. All right.
Yeah, like the crystal through the head was kind of gruesome, to be honest.
And Draco's like
rather fainted, almost like she almost falls on top of Damon.
Yeah, and Damon's like, ah! Gemma like catches you, but Draco's like, may Arceus help your soul rest. It's awful that was the last thing he saw. Disgusting. That Alcazar must pay for that.
Oh, and as I showed them it, I showed that it was the Ostinato, like, zombie that was the one that did the killing.
Exactly, exactly. It
wasn't the last thing he saw, it was the thing that took him out.
Yeah.
Hey, Layla? I remember I was told by, Terry, or by some Pokemon, that the only way to defeat Shadow Pokemon was to have another Shadow Pokemon defeat them and absorb their power.
We're not summoning Black Fog again.
To have the curse just be erased by a very powerful entity. How did we defeat Black Fog? Because we neither had a Shadow Pokemon to absorb it, and we didn't have
we uncorrupted the soul, like, naturally.
we took the me route.
Yeah. Pretty much, he had absorbed the power from you, Ho, and Lugia, and that was enough power to give Shadow Black Fog a physical form, to the point where all that was left was to just eradicate that form, and you were able to successfully do that.
Okay.
Ideally, we don't want to power up Shadow Pokemon to be able to defeat them.
And
but how do we make sure that this Shadow Pokemon that we defeat isn't going to hop into one of us?
Treads speaks. So it's like, hey, Athymos, can you check to see if there's even any information on Shadow Pokemon in general? Because considering that they have a few at their disposal, they might have some information on them.
Yeah, I have some
that's a
Shadow
good idea.
research.
All right, so yeah, you control F Shadow, and then you find the file.
Yeah, real. That's what I do.
So yeah, you proceed to display the files and read them out loud, and it basically explains how I said before on how Shadow Pokemon are regular Pokemon whose souls have been corrupted. The metaphorical door to their hearts have been closed, and they become emotionless, heartless, and very violent and aggressive. However, there had been some reports in the past about Shadow Pokemon, especially in a far-off continent named Kalantos, how 20 years prior, a Pokemon known as Mewtwo could seemingly create them, but was also had some sort of... and then there's like an image of you guys see Lavender, or what looks like lavender. However, this Mewtwo's skin is all black with a large orange crystal, the exact same type of crystal that is embedded through Ostinato's head. You see embedded in this Mewtwo's shoulder. And Micha, you remember when you first met Lavender and how they sort of recoiled and proceeded to like clench their shoulder after hearing that a legendary Pokemon had been turned into a Shadow Pokemon. Continuing on, records, there had been an investigation done on the Whirl Islands to study what had happened following the Dine N Dashers adventure there, because once they reached there, the storm that had been blocking off the Whirl Islands from the rest of the archipelago had dissipated. And so then the government proceeded to investigate, and despite some intervention from Team Infinity, were able to successfully find another one of those crystals.
Oh, God.
Behold, ladies and gentlemen, you now finally find out what caused Lugia to become a Shadow Pokemon. There was another Shadow Crystal in the depths of the Whirl Islands.
Layla, are they the ones that caused the entire conflict in Order of Eternity's campaign?
The Shadow Mewtwo, yeah, but no. The Capital had nothing to do with it. They just were researching past accounts. The Shadow Pokemon created by Team Rocket.
Okay.
Yeah. They had just gotten access to data and information from a former Team Rocket member.
I see. Okay.
And then
So wait, are
further
there any
records
about Landorus?
Yes. Further records show that this Shadow Crystal can be used to automatically corrupt Pokemon and turn them into Shadow Pokemon. And you guys see as it was then proceeds to be used on Landorus to the point where his physical appearance completely changes. And then, thanks to Geller's assistance, made Landorus completely obedient to Don Juan.
This still doesn't answer the question of what do we do when we defeat the Shadow Pokemon? Because its aura is going to hop into one of them.
I think Misha's like speaking out about this. I think.
Do we know whether the Shadow Pokemon can hop into the silly robot bodies we have?
No, Misha
Not at the
kinda has,
moment. You're not aware of that.
Misha's thinking like, if she says it out loud, if Shadow Pokemon are being created by this, wouldn't it be smart to destroy the crystal itself?
The thing... Not sure. Yeah, that is a good idea.
Athymos, you take that into account. You search through, looking for more information on this crystal, and it says how previously they had taken small fragments of the shard and have experimented onto it, literally injecting it into other Pokemon, and most of the experiments cause the Pokemon to just be physically unable to handle the corruption, and they proceed to die from the experiments. However, others get corrupted, but there is one experiment that shows the shard being destroyed, and then the Pokemon proceeds to turn back to normal slowly over time, confirming that hypothesis.
The thing if they were only had like a few crystals, and they had to take shards of 4, it feels weird that they used an entire crystal on Ostinato, just some like random Electros. I'm concerned that they're able to like mass produce them now, or like produce them in larger quantities at least.
Don't see anything about mass producing these.
There's anything about like replicating the crystals even in like small.
You can see reports of them trying to replicate its energy, but unfortunately, those experiments have come to a dead end.
How recent are these files that I'm looking at?
The last time that they were updated were the same day. Like you're basically like displaying this, and Micha, Chef, and Gemma, you recognize this as the exact same day that you guys initially broke into the lab with Lily and Magirna. That was the last day they had been updated. And then Iron Valiant speaks up, if I may. You all had previously attacked that lab, and then proceeded to subsequently, or at least indirectly, cause them to lose access to a Shadow Legendary Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we broke out of the robotics lab. It's possible that them taking Ostinato's corpse might be both a sick sense of revenge and also desperation.
And this is me and Misha speaking. Breaking it would, in a sense, but if that thing was like almost jabbed through Ostinato's head, felt like he was all dead, and somehow this brought him back to life. Who's to say this won't kill him again and it'll just be a gaping hole in his head? If we want to break this thing, we have to find something to break it and not kill him in the process.
He's already dead, though.
What did I just say?
I don't know.
He doesn't want to destroy the body. Yeah, that too. But we don't want to destroy the body is a thing, I guess.
I'm saying like it's so.
But really, that seems like an emotional issue.
Yeah.
Like Athymos is
Yeah,
like, it seems like, honestly,
Bro's like, don't care, didn't ask.
like for me, like even
Granted,
though I
he
know
also
they know
knows
that's my own
that they're
body,
talking about his body.
I know they're talking about my own body, and so even though I know that's my own body, I'm saying like, honestly, given the threat this poses, would it be like, I don't know, kind of cool to only destroy the crystal? Sure, but I don't think we have that kind of luxury to choose whether, like, how much damage we do to deal with this.
Calamity
And Ostinado's already dead, from what I've gathered. So-
Calamity walks over to Misha. Is like, Misha, I understand I understand how much Ostinado means to you, but if his body is lost, and it is in that state, then it is a threat to all of us and the rest of the archipelago, especially under the capital's control. We should focus on destroying the crystal, yes, but if it comes to it, then we cannot take our chances.
And Misha, okay. Misha kind of is like, she understands what he's saying, but she honestly gets very defensive about it and almost like irritated. Like she doesn't say it, she just say like she's getting irritated.
Gemma's like, Misha, I know. I don't want to do this either. But
Misha, and
you saw what
Misha
happened in that video. Whatever that is, that's not Ostinato. We have to stop them.
Misha she tries to calm down, but like something in her like keeps making her really upset, and she just like, storms out.
Now, I have, would I have access to the recording of Ostinato's death?
You really gonna show that?
Oh.
I figure it's this lab is linked to the government, and that was at a government prison.
You would have the recording, but why show that?
I need to, like, I think, knowing I know this is me, I think I need to, like, get the point home that that's not me, without revealing my own identity at the same time. Because I could really just fix this by revealing who I am, but I don't want to. So that's the next best option.
What?
Because I have seen flashbacks of my death. I know how it happened. Or, like,
But why
roughly.
hold
Like,
on.
bits and pieces.
What do you think playing Ostinato's death will serve in this situation?
Get the point home that, like, that body is fully gone.
We just know it's gone because you showed us the image.
I showed you. Wait, what image did I show you?
You showed the darkened Ostinato that had a shard in it. That
Yeah,
looks
but-
pretty dead to me.
It seems Misha's like deep down feels like it's still me somehow. Like some part of myself is still there, even though it's just a corpse. So like I need to get the point that like that soul is gone from that body.
Oh, Misha's not even there anymore. She left the house. She's too big. So she's gone.
Oh.
She's not even in the house.
Misha left the building.
Oh,
And-
Misha's left. Okay.
Yeah. Damien is actually going to go after her. And again, just to sort of save on constantly flipping back and forth, we'll Misha, actually, where do you go?
She just is outside the house. Like,
Can we also say in the meantime I'm pulling that, like looking up for that file, even though I don't start playing it. I'm just getting it ready
Uh-huh.
if I can find it.
But she can still kind of hear like what's going on, not fully.
So Gemma's like, hey, Iron
You mean
Athymos. No, this is still what's going on inside.
Oh.
Gemma's like, Iron Athymos, what's that file?
This is a scene from the prison in the capital on the day of what is marked in his file as the date of Ostinato's death.
And Gemma steps back. Oh no.
Please don't show me.
And then Calamity approaches you and is like, and then whispers, is like, if that is what I think it is, I think it would be wise to move on.
Now, since Draco and since Kara has been taken into custody, would that be something they would request for evidence purposes?
Yeah, actually, Draco's like, Alright, Athymos. After we conclude this meeting, I'd like to speak with you in regards to that footage. But for now, let's see if you can find anything in regards to the Abyssal or Infernal cults. And while that's happening, Damien catches up to Misha. He's like, Misha, are you okay?
And Misha, like, you could see, like, she's, like, panting heavily, and, like, almost, like, you could see, like, claws just digging into she's very...
Hey, whoa, Misha, hey. Talk to me, please. I know we haven't really been a regular family for a long time, but if you will let me be a brother, then let it be now.
And Misha kind of, like, calms down a bit. And you almost see, like, her body just go limp. She just starts breaking down, crying.
Damien slowly approaches her and just curls up right next to her.
Now, has Damien revealed that he knew me?
Who? Asnado?
Yeah.
I mean, kinda. Yeah, he did say that he was also part of the Infernal cults for a bit, but nothing beyond that.
Yeah. Okay.
Misha?
Something in me just doesn't want to leave.
When we were on that submarine, after our parents captured us, and we were forced to fight each other, how did you feel? What were you trying to do?
I didn't want to hurt you. Our parents don't even deserve that to do. Besides them, I didn't want to hurt you. My little brother.
I don't want to hurt you either.
It hits you as far worse. What it did to me. I didn't want to put you in more pain.
I'm sure that Ostinato would feel the same. But you know, when I was at the Capitol, I saw quite a few happy families. I was jealous, angry. I had never felt so alone till I saw that. But I pushed by it and I ignored it. But thinking back on it now, all those families, if we don't do something, they're in danger. I know that what our parents did to us was wrong. And I'll admit, the way I acted against you when we met was not fair. Honestly, when I found out that you went out of your way to keep me from being hurt too bad, I almost didn't believe it. All my life I'd been told that I was worthless, a waste of space by our parents, and so the fact that someone actually went out of the way for my sake, I couldn't believe it. I almost didn't want to. Even Ostinato. and Kara, they offered me kindness for that small amount of time that we were a team, in the way that no one else had. But if we don't do something, then all those families, who's to say that some of them won't make it?
And Misha's just like listening to all of this, and she turns to her younger brother and like, then let's make sure that never happens. And she kind of almost like pulls out a paw, like saying, "You with me?"
Until the end, sis. And and Damien puts his paw on Misha's. Let's go hijack a cult meeting.
Definitely.
So, just to fast forward things a bit. Is everyone is everyone had enough lore for the most part? Are we ready to go after the Infernal Cult?
Yep. Although I do need to meet with Draco and Reggie.
Yeah.
After
So we'll say that happens off screen just for the sake of time.
Cool. Yep.
And we will have the Dine N Dashers make their way off to the Ruby Volcano. So you guys Oh, by the way, everyone has rested and should have their injuries healed.
Hey,
If
Layla,
you have any.
can I petition for some like a little bit of downtime?
In what regard?
For people who may want to learn some tutor moves in their new forms.
True. Okay.
Yeah. Because I've been looking,
Misha, you
I've
want to
been
do
looking through some of the new things, and Glastine has messaged that she wants to learn some things from Draco.
that? Ah, okay, all right. We can
Yeah.
do that.
Before. Actually, yeah.
What if we
Yeah, and if
added
we go to
Gyro
Ruby, you might not get another chance before this.
True. Oh yeah. So I'll allow that. What we can do is we'll just say that most everyone has like left in order to do preparations and stuff. We'll say that Moth is also left. Misha, you stay behind. And Drago's like, Misha, is there anything I can help with you with? Yeah, I cannot talk.
If you're able to. I understand if you're able to in your current condition. Since I guess I am a dragon type now. You're one of the only dragon types here in town. I was wondering if you can teach me some things.
Well, of course. I will do what I can to the best of my ability. Let's see. Out of character. Glastine, what moves do you want to learn?
Ooh, love this.
Actually...
Draco Meteor!
Okay.
I already know that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you do.
Also, actually, can I pause? Because unfortunately, I downed a whole bottle of water while we were doing all that lore. So let me use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Cool.
So while Layla's gone, Glastine, you can mention to the stream what you're thinking of trying to get.
Love to. Looking at the move list now of what Mytheon can learn, I want to learn Dragon Dance in relation to Dragon Rush.
Wait, what's Dragon Rush?
You don't know what Dragon Rush is?
Silly
Is that like the physical? I know something glaive that
Glaive Rush is a Excalibur only move.
Okay, what's Dragon Rush then?
It's a non-exclusive move.
Dragon Rush, like you probably see it all the time on Garchomp.
Mm-hmm. But in this, if you do a sprint action before, you get like 1 step more effective when you use it.
Okay, maybe use the free action at the end of a sprint. As long as the
Auto
user
had
is
it, actually, I
shifted at
believe.
least 3 meters in a straight line towards the target. When used this way, attack is 1 step more effective. Interesting.
But put that together with Dragon Dance.
Yeah, that's some pretty good damage. What about that other move that I saw you could get called VV Volley?
Oh, Vivi Volley. I don't.
The one that does a lot of damage, since you totally have a friendship score of 6 with us, right?
Now.
Not with what's his called Athymos, but with Chef, yes.
Yeah, so what VV Volley does is its damage based is based on how well the user likes their allies, and the friendship is shown on a scale of 0 to 6. So the damage base is equal to 3 times the friendship value.
Now
Damage
Athymos,
base 18.
Athymos does not have it listed, but I would like to request Gyro Ball anyways.
I don't think there's anyone here that can teach you that. I don't think there's any skill types that can teach you that.
There's literally an Iron Treads right there.
True. Do you think it knows it?
Iron Treads gets Gyro Ball, yes.
Do you think it can teach you? Like, well, I'm sure it will be willing to teach you if it knows it. But if it doesn't, who else in the village will teach you that?
I don't know.
All right, I've
Treads is my go-to.
returned. What moves you want to learn?
I want to learn Dragon Dance along with Dragon Rush.
Ooh.
What about that other one that I mentioned?
And maybe I can't learn Vivi Volley from your father.
But what about Damien?
Damien doesn't know it.
Are you sure?
He
about
doesn't?
That? Are you sure about that?
Probably not. I doubt it. He didn't have it when I controlled him.
I remember him having it when I controlled him.
He did?
Yeah.
Thank you. Layla, also for me, F00 does not have it listed, but I would still like to try and get Gyro Ball from Treads anyways.
Oh, okay. Honestly, we can just.
Like, I think it's
do that.
reasonable. Like,
And
Gyro
also,
Ball's pretty reasonable move.
we can just say that you definitely learned that on the way here, because you were on the sea for like a couple days.
Yeah, like it's not my moveset, but I think it's a pretty reasonable move for what my what I look like. Yeah.
Okay, so Misha, you want to learn Dragon Dance and Dragon Tail?
Dragon Rush.
Dragon Rush. Okay, so that's 2 moves.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then give me 2 focus checks.
What about the VV Volley?
I can't learn that.
You can learn that. It's on your sheet.
Am I going to learn that from your father?
No,
From
we literally revealed
Damien!
Damien knows it. We already know Damien knows it.
I mean, hey, do you like VV Volley is basically return.
No, I'm not gonna learn it
And it's
because people keep pestering me about it. No.
and also it's
Once
normal
you
type, so you
recommend
don't get
something to-
stab.
Once you recommend anything to Glastine, she immediately doesn't want to do it anymore.
No. Because y'all keep pressing me about it.
Anyways, Misha, give me 2 focus checks.
Hey, yo,
All right.
Glastine, I think this game is pretty cool. No, I'm never gonna play it.
Hey, Glastine, can you should check out this game. Cool game. It's called Stardew Valley. Anyways, sorry. So Misha, you're able to successfully learn Dragon Dance, but you gonna need some time before you can learn Dragon Rush. Also,
Alright.
just know that Dragon Dance works differently in PTU. We learned that a bit the hard way recently with the Ostinato.
Oh,
with
yeah,
Jack.
it's not the same.
Yeah.
Trust me. It is not the same.
How did it work?
I don't know, because we just decided, you know what, since this is so, like, impromptu, and we're just gonna say
Yeah.
it works like it does in the games, but it does.
Yeah.
Dragon
it ought to
Dance.
make-
The next successful damaging dragon attack made by the user is automatically a critical hit. If the user is in any weather effect, Dragon Dance is a swift action.
Wait. What if you just got Dragon Cheer instead?
Why?
Is that but better? The only difference, I think, is you can use Dragon Dance more than once. That's the only big difference.
Any user affected by this blessing may activate it when making a successful attack to... Okay, blah, 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 blah.
Anyone can get a crit from it.
I'm gonna hit that crit toxic.
Mm-hmm. Like I got that crit, defense curl.
Alright.
Do you still want to learn Dragon Dance?
I already learned it.
Okay.
You're already comfortable with
Yeah,
D-Dance
we've
over
already committed
D-Cheer?
to the bit.
Yeah, I learned Dragon Dance and I'll try to learn Dragon Rush later on.
Okay, one
There's
sec.
nothing else more I want to learn.
I
Everything.
think there's something I could learn in burning form. Hold on.
There are a lot of other really good.
Go and do your thing then. Go check that real quick. Otherwise, we're moving on.
What is? Ah, shoot. I'm trying to figure out. The heck is disorient?
That is a homebrew PTU move. It's like dark type confusion, I believe. So you want that dark coverage?
Confuses target on 19 plus. Not that great.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
just trying to
confusion,
check
but
to see
dark
if
type.
there's anything in here that's good for Chef in the burning form. Anything at all. Seeing something called Temper Flare. I'm seeing Burning
Stomping Tantrum,
Jealousy.
but
Stomping
fire.
Tantrum, but fire type.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing Burning Jealousy.
That's almost, it's kind of similar to Outrage, but fire type.
No, it is.
Or I thought it was...
It burns the opponent if they had a stat increase. So it's kind of like a
Gosh,
luring voice.
Gotcha. I thought it was
Sadly, there doesn't appear to be a move in here that I can learn that would increase my special attack.
No.
Oh, I thought it
No.
was Hisuian Arcanine signature move. What is that one?
That is God, oh, what was that? Raging
Pokemon
Fury.
Trail. That.
Yeah. Burning Jealousy
User
is
may choose
is
to
from
burn
Isle
foes.
of Armor.
Yep.
Oh! Okay, so it burns if they've had a stat stage increase.
Yeah, like a luring voice does with confusion.
What is Spirit Surge?
Spirit Surge means that effect still happens even if it misses.
Oh,
AKA the
okay.
burn still happens.
Okay, I'm just sorry
the
for
move
delaying
fails.
here. I could learn Hyper Beam. My God.
I mean, hey, the last time you
Oh,
used an
Jacob,
exhaust
what's
move,
chef
you did
speed?
not like
I'm
it.
kind of curious.
Oh, 4.
Okay, cool. Mine's 4 as well, but I get Gyro Ball.
Bro got that spin
What is,
dash.
wait, what is that? What is that? Gastro Acid.
It just says your ability. Nuh-uh. Ostinato had it and used it a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
The target's
Also,
ability
Layla,
is
did you get my
disabled until
silly
the end
DM?
of the encounter. If the target has more than one ability, you choose one of them to disable.
Immediate thoughts. Cool or not cool? Not yes or no, but like, does it sound like a good vibe, perhaps? Yippee!
Anyways.
I'll let you cook then. Cool.
Okay, Jacob, any final decisions?
I'm sadly not finding anything good for Shep to learning burning form. Unfortunate. Like other than Hex, but we don't. It's not stab, so it's not that great.
Bestie, you know how much we paralyze other people and how much you have toxic? Hex is not terrible. But it'd be best on Ghostion, which is the one you get with the brick.
Whoa.
Wow. Hey, that's Rob humor, okay? Chill.
Alright,
I
let
mean,
me look at.
am I wrong? What evolution stone does Ghostion need?
Once a scene, if Hex's target has a status affliction, you may have Hex's damage base be 13 instead.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hex is weird in that you can use it like it's every other turn normally, but that whole damage boosting thing is only once per scene.
You can use that damage boost with a Z move though.
No.
Wait a minute.
No,
I thought you
cannot.
could.
No.
Sad. It's literally 1984.
No, because
Actually, you're right. That's how it worked in Gen 7 too.
exactly, yeah,
Fine.
because Z moves and Max moves don't
They didn't take their special
yeah.
effects.
Yeah, they don't use
Sad.
the special effects of the original move. They just use the damage base.
Imagine if Scizor got Technician boosted Z moves because the original move was Technician boosted.
I'm in your walls.
Like, oh yeah, so we'll give it a 150 base power with Technician boost added, so it's really like 200 base power.
All right. So while Jacob's doing that, so Misha, you finish up, and Draco's like, take some time to know that to practice on that second one, but I'm sure you'll get it down sooner than later.
We should have a dance
luck.
montage for Misha.
Good luck, young one. If you'll excuse me, I need to address a few things with Iron Athymos here.
Yep. I think we should. I think we should probably step out for this.
No. They are. Misha is the one stepping out. Like, this is
cool. That also works.
Yeah, that's what's going to be happening.